Hi! Hello lovelies, I hope you're doing well. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Hannah and this is the place where I watch basically whatever I want. And yes, welcome back to a brand new comeback, so to say. I am not here on time. I was originally going to be able to get to this on Friday, but guess what? I blame it on my computer being homophobic, because that is always the problem. I had a lot of recording issues on Friday, and so I was not able to really record anything new, basically. And so I was just like, I guess this will have to wait until Monday, which is not the best because I am starting up all my new classes today. I'm starting with my new semester now, so it is not the best timing. However, it is okay. I'll deal with it because, with music videos, it's not too long, so I'm able to. But it still kind of sucks. But we are here today with ol'Hour's new song, Graffiti, released on Friday. I believe it was the 17th of January. I'm excited for this. Now, I have a couple of things I wanted to ask you guys real quick, because I'm sure that I could probably search this up and actually get an answer. But a lot of people have been saying that they, like the company that they're under, which is Eden Entertainment? It is Eden, right? That they have been, conjoined, or they have joined JYP. And if that's true, that's crazy. Because if you guys know me, you know that I am a JYP stan. I love JYP groups, so I would be really interested and amazed if that was the case. So please let me know. Please let me know if that is the case. And also, I have, obviously, like I said, I have watched them before. This is my second video on them, I believe, because I only have done my New Music Monday episode so far, and I really enjoyed that. Both Shock and... what is the first song called? I always forget, and I'm so sorry, because I love Shock so much that I kind of forget all the time what is the first song they released. It is... Gotcha, that's right. Gotcha and Shock, I both really loved. I definitely did prefer Shock a lot more because, like I said, it is one of the first K-pop songs that I've heard with funk in it in a while, and I love stuff like that, so that was immediately my favorite, and I think it's still on my repeats if it hasn't left, and I do really, really love it. So I am intrigued to see where they're going to head next. I believe this is a pre-release, if I checked my calendar right. At least what it said on the, because I always use Reddit. It's a great way to find the release schedule for a bunch of different artists. So if this is not correct, let me know. But I think this is a pre-release to an actual mini they're supposed to be releasing. Perhaps, I don't really know, but I'm assuming so. But yeah, I'm excited. I hope you guys are as well. So like usual, I will be checking this out twice. The second time with captions on, and I am intrigued to see where we're going to go with this group. So I just say without further ado, let's go. Alright, lovely. So let's go into this. So real quick, like I usually do, I'll be watching this twice. The second time with captions on. I pause a lot. I react a lot. I think that's all the warnings out of the way. Get your water. Get your hydration, and let's check this out just to make sure. Yes, usually I don't have to check, but I was a little bit concerned there. But anyway, also real quick, I don't know any names really yet. I have tried, but it's been pretty difficult because I obviously have not really checked them out much on the channel yet, and a lot of the ways that I learn is either through watching stuff on the channel or getting into a lot of stuff in my spare time, and I have been really busy, so I have not been able to dig into that yet. So I apologize, I don't know any names, but I hope you guys understand. So I just say without further ado, let's go. Ooh! Okay. We like that beat. We like that beat a lot. It's got a very... Okay, let me think back. So I think... Yes, if I always forget because I try my best to keep up to track. But with Gotcha, I believe they kind of had a similar vibe to this because Shock was kind of lighter in a lot of ways, honestly. And most of the actual beats were not that deep and bassy. But with this one, we have a lot more bass to it. Okay, hold on. Woo! That pink hair, hell yeah. I've actually seen this blue hair. I have been spoiled on this blue hair. He is the maknae. I know that. He's very, very cute though. Every single time I rewatch their music videos, I see him and he is adorable. And his voice is so nice and sweet. And he's the one I obsessed over, I believe. Ooh! It's like a whistle, like a sports whistle. You know what I mean? When like team leaders, what would you call them? Like coaches would be like, "All right, it's time to go, guys." Whee whee. You know, I can't do it with my mouth, obviously. But I like that a lot. This immediately feels like a kind of like a musical song, you know what I mean? Like I'm immediately thinking of High School Musical in my head, of like the scene with the basketball team. Get your head in the game. Yes, that's right. Where they like da-da, take a left. You know what I mean? Like it has that vibe of just like these energetic youths. You know what I mean? That is sick. I love that part. We'll see about the chorus. I definitely do think I need to warm up to it, but I love that part. Graffiti, graffiti. It's got so much swag to it. It's got so much swag. The camera work is eating. Okay. That guy's voice too. I've heard him so much, and I'm trying to figure out like who that is too, because he has this like growl to him. Like his voice isn't necessarily that deep, but he's got so much like, you know, when he's like delivering his lines, and I really like that. Oh. Woo! Nope. Oh. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah. I forget how much of a beast these guys are at getting an amazing bridge. Like, I forget sometimes about how much I love the bridge in Shock until it comes on. You know what I mean? Like, have you ever had that situation when you're listening to these guys and you listen to Shock and you hear that bridge that is in that song and you're like, oh my god, I forgot how amazing this is. Because you're so, like, every single time any of the other parts in the song is playing, you're kind of distracted by how, like, much is going on and how energetic it is, and then it slows down and you get this amazing beat and amazing singing, and you're like, oh yeah, this is one of my favorite parts of the song, you know? The mix of that atmospheric kind of buzz with that very, like, fast-cutting, like, that we get, it creates such a nice, like, balance with each other. We love the spins. Oh! Dancing machines too! I forgot to mention this about these guys. They are amazing dancers. Oh, I love that. That is the dance break. Yeah, I love that is the dance break. Is that we just kind of added on more onto the bridge to create the dance break. I love that. Oh, the drums on that. Woo! Oh my god. They're going hard. Dancing with flashlights? I wish I had that little like in the back right there. That's sickening. Dude! Okay. Okay, alright. That was All Hours Graffiti. We're gonna get into it one more time, but I just want to talk about this a little quick. First of all, I don't think anything is gonna top Shock, honestly, from these guys. I mean, probably in the future. I'm leaving it open, obviously. In the future, it might be a possibility that I'll like something more than Shock. That is true. That probably will happen. But I absolutely adore that song. But this has a totally different vibe that I feel both Shock and Gotcha had. Because Gotcha was very strong, very powerful, definitely. And Shock was similar to that, very powerful in a different way, sort of like Gotcha was like that swag of like where the cool kids on the block, you know, we're the new kids on the block, so to say. And then with Shock, it was more of just like that, we're coming to hunt you down, basically. It was giving that to me. And then in this one, it was just kind of like very energy, like a lot of energy, more passion, more footwork, you know, like the energy here was very strong, and it wanted me to get up, it wanted me to go get up and like get stuff done, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like this is a perfect motivation song, you know what I mean? And I'm sure that's probably going to be reflected in the lyrics. And talking about the actual music video here, this is more of like a performance video, because I feel like the only parts, like we didn't have, I saw the whole choreography, you know, we only had dance, which might be why it's a pre-release. It might be because they're releasing an actual like more traditional music video later. This might be it though. I'm not entirely sure. But I think this is probably like it's supposed to be that way, of course. But I was a little bit like, oh, we're only getting dancing. Okay. Gotcha. You know, but I did enjoy it, obviously, and I did really like the colors of it all, because it felt very much like what should I call it? Very cool, very cold, very like got nice air conditioning in here. And are they just dancing in like a factory, basically? Something like that. Some type of like a warehouse or something like that. And then they were in a like, is that a parking garage? I'm assuming there's something like that. These buildings always freak me out, because like, are they just sets for music videos or what? Like, does anybody actually park in here? You know? But I did like it a lot, and especially like I do love the overall, just like in most of these scenes we have this like very bright, like blinding light just shown right in our faces, you know? It looks very cool. And yeah, this logo is very sick. I do like it a lot. It makes sense, obviously, that for a song called Graffiti, they would have a graffiti. We would have a graffiti title. Does that make sense? The art for it would be graffiti. That makes a lot of sense. Anyway, though, let's go ahead and get into it one more time with the captions on. Let's go. I love the makeup, too. Very, like, grunge, you know? I love the way they can just they can just cut into it, and like their voices almost change. I know that the actual beat obviously did change, but like their voices, especially this guy, I have no clue what his name is, but with him, it's like when he starts singing, it feels like I'm like the instrumental itself changes because of how soft his voice is. It almost like it is like he can change my mood in a moment, you know? Very powerful. Powerful voices. Let's go! Ah, so sick. Oh, I'm so curious. What is it with the softness and the whispering, like, baked into the song too? It doesn't make sense. Anyway, though, I like the lyrics so far. I feel like I could kind of tell because like the whole thing about graffiti is like most of the time it's seen as something unwanted, and a lot of the time too something that is like not artistic, even though it is art. A lot of people don't see it as artistic, and I feel like that is kind of the whole vibe of this song, is be like, go against the grain, do what you want to do, be who you want to be, like that type of vibe, and just like, you know, don't listen to what other people say, you know what I mean? Because that is very true. I've always, for my entire life, I've loved graffiti. I love the art of graffiti. I love the messaging behind graffiti. But most of the time, whenever we would walk by some place that has a lot of these, like, this graffiti art, my parents would be like, these kids and their, like, boring hobbies, you know, pick up a real hobby, you know what I mean? And I'm like, does it make a difference if you do it on a wall or do it on a canvas? It's the same thing, truly, you know? And that is kind of what I feel like is going into this, is like that idea. Perhaps, though. Anyway. My favorite part. This is the dance break. Let's go! I love that idea of dancing with flashlights. I think it looks so cool. There's such hooligans, such like cool kids vibe here. That's so cool. How is this guy such a fucking amazing dancer when he's like, I don't remember, I think he's 2006, the youngest. He's literally like a dancing machine. I'm loving the way, look at it, the way he gets down so like just nonchalantly. Up. Literally so cool. Yeah, that was so much fun. On a second listen, I definitely did enjoy that chorus a lot, 100%. I do love stuff that, like, one of my favorite things about music is the way that it's able to, like, change my moods and, like, impact how my day goes, you know what I mean? Like, music can do so much to me, and I feel like this is a song as well where, like, I'm listening to it and I'm like, this is so much fun. Like, I'm loving the vibe of this, and I'm loving the energy that it gives me, you know what I mean? Like, that is always something that I felt like is very important, and that definitely does do that to me, you know what I mean? And it gives me, like I mentioned, it gives me that need to get up and go dance, you know? Like, that is what this does to me, truly, and I love that for it. I love it for that. I love it for that. Sorry, my English is not really working today. But yeah, I just thought this was really fun, really energetic, really, like, I want to call it over the top, but honestly, for all hours where they have made some very intense music, I feel like this is not necessarily the most crazy that they have done, but, like, in the grand scheme of things, it is quite a lot, and I do love that, you know? But yeah, that was really sick. I enjoyed it a lot. I hope you guys did as well. So yeah, let's go into the outro and I'll finish off this video. So yeah, let's go. Alright, lovelies, that was all I had for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for hopefully enjoying with me. So yeah, sorry that I was not able to get to this on release date. Like I said, my computer was being a real meanie to me, and I was not able to do it, and I really did want to, because I have another release literally today, and it's always, whenever I have 2 or more music videos released in the same day, I'm like, how am I going to do this? And you know, usually it works out for me, but when it didn't have to be this way, because guess what? I could have gotten to it on Friday if my computer was not being a meanie. But it is alright, obviously. I got to it today and I enjoyed it, so that is all that really matters. And yeah, if they have joined the JYP family, which, you know what, let's search it up together, you know what I mean? Let's look it up. I had no clue if that is actually the case, because I've seen a lot of people congratulating them and making videos. So I have no clue if that is true. So I want to see all hours JYP under Eden Entertainment, founded by the former president of JYP, as of January 2025 became a JYP Entertainment family label. Okay, so it seems like Eden is a subsidiary into JYP. Cool, interesting. That is lovely. I mean, like I said, I have a big, like, connection to a lot of JYP groups. Like, I love Stray Kids. You guys know that. I love ITZY. I love NMIX. I love Extraordinary Heroes. I love Twice. So, like, all of those, like, this era of, like, JYP has always been my favorite, because I feel like they don't have a, like, they can be very various in sound, and I feel like you can find whatever you want to find in JYP. Like, I feel like with a lot of other labels, you have a very similar sound throughout the whole company, you know what I mean? But with JYP, it's very different, and it's because I think there's a lot of, like, individual, like, there's a lot of self-production and self-producing in JYP too, which I love, so that's probably something why that is, but I do really love it, so I'm happy about that. Hopefully that is actually true, but that's great, and I'm excited to see what it is, if this is truly a pre-release, like I said, if what is going to be coming next. I'm intrigued, but anyway, though, I hope you guys enjoyed this, so yeah, if you haven't already, please consider subscribing to this channel, or going over to my Patreon, checking me out over there. I got loads of free content if you're interested, so please check it out. And yeah, like this video if you like it, and if you have anything to request, you can leave it down in the comments below, and hopefully I'll get to it one day. So yeah, thank you for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Free Palestine, and I'll see you guys in the next video. So yeah, bye bye.